Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker today is, from my personal perspective, one of the gentlemen in Rotary, who I was lucky to meet very early in my Rotary career about 5 years ago. And the warmth he shows in how he takes new people into the Rotary family, whether you're in a different Rotary club or not, is probably one of the reasons why I started as quickly as I did in Rotary, getting a chance to meet him. Early in my Rotary career, I even got to speak at his Rotary club, and he still let me stay in Rotary, which was very nice. Elmer was born and raised in New York City, which makes him as cool as I am. So was I. He was the owner of the Elmer R. Jordan Insurance Agency in Westlake Village until he retired from that, past president of the San Fernando Valley Agents and Brokers Association, and the winner of that association's Van Dusen Award, which is the association's highest honor. By way of comparison, it's like the Stanley Cup for that type of association, and I got to mention the Stanley Cup again. That's all I'm here for. He's been a Rotarian since 1972, having joined at age 4, I believe. He is a past president of the Rotary Club of Tarzana Encino, and he served District 5260 as our governor in 1983-84. He's been a training leader for the International Assembly, which is the training for district governors elect before they take office about 6 months later. He's represented 17 RI presidents at district conferences in the U.S., Argentina, Canada, the Philippines, major donor to the Rotary Foundation, and a recipient of the Rotary Foundation Citation for Meritorious Service, which is the Foundation's version of the Stanley Cup. 40 years of perfect attendance, 55 years of perfect marriage to his wife Gloria, and they have 5 children. He is the only person from District 5260 ever to serve on the Rotary International Board. He served on the board from July 91 to June 1993. If you've ever met him, he's now your friend. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker, past Rotary International Director, Mr. Elmer Jordan.
Thank you for that nice introduction, and thank you for the invitation to share Rotary with you today. Just a couple of comments about the Board of Directors of Rotary International that I think you might find of interest. First, I was blessed. We meet 4 times, the board meets 4 times a year, every quarter, for a week. And usually they're at the headquarters in Rotary International in Evanston. But the thing I'd like to share with you is, more recently, we have 3 lady members of the Board of Directors. And the significance of that is you can't be a president of Rotary International unless you're a member of the Board of Directors. So, ladies, it's coming. I'm not sure when, but it's coming. Because these ladies that have served on the board have outstanding backgrounds. The pavement in Chicago is always cold in February. And so it must have been that evening on February 23rd, 1905, when Paul Harris and his first name friend Sylvester left Madame Galli's restaurant after having dinner, and they walked along Dearborn Street on the north side of the city to a meeting with 2 other first name friends, Gus and Hiram. Soon Paul would share with his friends his idea for a new kind of club to bring the business and professional men of the community together at a regular weekly meeting. That night, the miracle on Dearborn Street took place. That night, Rotary was born. That night, 107 years ago, Rotary began a journey. A long journey blessed with visionary leadership that navigated through the troubled waters of an ever-changing world to reach its destiny today of becoming a builder of world peace and understanding. When I think of all the good that Rotary does, I am grateful to be a Rotarian. Each of us has been blessed by the opportunity to serve others. Few things come along that actually change the way you live and work and be a force for good in the world. Rotary is one of those things. What is it about Rotary that so fascinates us and moves us to act? What magic does Rotary possess? And what charisma does it have that so thrills our hearts? What is it that Rotary has some sort of spirit that keeps finding new members to keep it going? Let me tell you, it's It's our core values. The first core value is our commitment to our motto, service above self, to serve others in need that we would not ordinarily do acting alone. Our second core value, a single guide for all business activities as well as in our personal lives, is the four-way test. Our standard for always acting with high ethical standards in everything we think, say, and do. Our third core value is the Rotary Foundation, which we support to advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through the improvement of health, the support of education, and the alleviation of poverty. Because of these core values, Rotary is a living force that grows in greatness every year. How do you explain what Rotary is and what Rotary does when someone asks? One object of Rotary is service. And again, I say the word service is the basis for our existence. We are a service organization, and this is our one objective to attain. Providing prosthetic devices, we make the lame walk. With cataract surgeries, we make the blind see. With hearing aids, we make the deaf hear. We heal the sick, clothe the naked, and feed the hungry. We bring hope. We save lives. We serve. People around the world need Rotary more than ever to provide them with hope and help. Rotary should never shrink from doing what needs to be done. Each new member enables us to do more than ever before. That is why we need each of you. Therein lies our greatest challenge, the need to grow Rotary. That is to share Rotary with others we know, especially our family, friends, and business associates. Rotary trusts you to do this. I'm proud to say my daughter Karen is a member and past president of the Rotary Club of Westlake Village, California. Let me tell you a story about trust. One day a mother took her 9-year-old daughter to the circus, and grandfather came along. The little girl was thrilled with all that she saw. She liked the taste of the cotton candy. The clowns made her laugh. And she was afraid for the lion tamer, alone in the cage with the ferocious lions. Then all of a sudden the lights went off and the exception of a spotlight high above the center ring. There the trapeze artist started to swing back and forth, higher and higher. It seemed as though they were going to touch the top of the tent. Then there was a drum roll as one of the trapeze artists let go and was tumbling downward in the air. Then at the last possible moment, he was caught by his partner, much to the delight of the applauding crowd. The little girl was aghast and turned to her grandfather and said, "But wasn't he afraid?" The grandfather put his arm around the little girl and said, "No, honey, they trust each other." And so it is with Rotary. When you join Rotary, we trust you to participate in advancing Rotary's motto, service above self, and to recognize we need other like-minded people like yourself to join our ranks for the work ahead. We need you to tell the Rotary story and to recognize that as members you now have the power to invite a guest to your club. Let them see the sincere, friendly fellowship that takes place and hear the marvelous things Rotary does. Let them learn they too can be part of the Rotary story of helping others less fortunate. Let us think about this for a moment. There are some 1.2 million men and women Rotarians, all of them leaders in their communities and representing a wide variety of occupations. There are members in more than 35,000 different clubs. These members are scattered over 200 countries and geographical regions. They are the organization's strength. There's nothing quite like this enormous reservoir of leadership and talent. Yet all of them are as one as they meet together regularly for fellowship, to participate in community betterment activities, to promote high standards in business, and professional life, and to advance international understanding and goodwill. What a tremendous force for good Rotary can be. I believe that anything we can accomplish through Rotary will be the result of personal participation. Participation is the key to involvement and to accomplishment to an active and effective Rotary club. Participate in your club. Every Rotarian should have a task to do for the club. Every member should endeavor to share Rotary by sponsoring the club membership, a leading member in your community. People are more likely to know more about Rotary and perceive it positively if they personally know a Rotarian. There was a couple examples of that today as we inducted the new members into Rotary, their friends. Participate through your work. Review the object of Rotary, and then consider how you can give the ideal of service practical application for your business and profession. Participate through international contacts. Link your club with another Rotary club abroad. Seek support of other groups. The rewards of personal participation in Rotary are limitless, and I invite you to discover them for yourselves. Rotary is good. Rotary means good. Rotary does good. It is a way of life. Every best wish to all of you as you advance in your programs of Rotary. Thank you very much.